Hello, my name is Carter Krawchuk. I am from Niagara Falls, Canada, and I am a senior at USF. This is actually my first year at USF and semester, and my first time being a communications major. I switched from business. I was at Purdue University before and Seminole State College, and I'm really excited to dive deeper into communications and switch my major. But I'm also super excited to talk to you about my project Global 16, which really focuses on peace, justice, and strong institutions. So the music video that I chose was Irrelevant by Pink and Brad Comfort directed. And honestly, it took me a while to kind of pick a video. I really wanted to find a good one so that I can kind of talk about it and really feel that I picked the right video. And this video is great. She does a great job of really just speaking up for people who don't have a voice as much as they feel, and she does a really good job of having great visuals, and she really talks about everything, including Black Lives Matter, women's rights, LGBTQ, a little bit of everything, even climate change. And she just directly speaks to the audience and declaring that no person is irrelevant and every person has a voice. So the target 16.1, reducing violence, because the protest highlights struggles against brutality and oppression. She has so many great visuals in this about that, and just talking about how the little person really does matter, and your voice always is going to matter. You are not irrelevant in this world. Target 16.3, promoting the rule of law and equal justice, since the chants and signs of fairness calls for fairness and accountability. And then also target 1610, protecting freedom expression, because this video in itself she uses her voice to help amplify other people's voices, and the overall message of peace and justice are not just handed down, but they're demanded and fought through communication activism. I really think that 99% of the world's problems can go away just by communication. And the term application that I've chose is feedback, and this is from chapter 1, page 10. And feedback is just a verbal or nonverbal response that people give that show interaction through a message or reaction. They pretty much just explain that, the textbook explains that even just a small nod or a large facial expression, even to a massive protest movement, it really just shows that their message have been received. And a strong example of this is around 2:30 in Pink's video, where she does a really good job of holding up, the protesters holding up signs and chants, and feedback is dictated by the government institutions. She also does a good job in saying, we hear justice and we reject it, or injustice and we reject it. This demonstrates how communication is not just a one-way street. They send messages through laws and policies, but citizens respond back collectively through action. And she does a really good job of going against a lot of different things that people really want to stick up for at the end of the day. And people's voices don't feel like they need to be heard, but she gets great feedback through this video just by the massive views and people telling her stories and stuff like that. And she does a really good job of getting feedback from this video, and just the protesters giving feedback that their voices need to be heard. And I totally agree that collectively coming together as one unit can really show that voices need to be heard, and finding teams and people to have the same oppression and the same value and goal really just shows that things need to be seen and heard. But Pink's video really uses feedback essentially to build strong institutions and really just pressure those big powers. There's so many celebrities in this video, and she does a great job of using it against people to really get people's voices heard. But one advantage I see by communicating about Goal 16 is that she does a great job of using music and art to show her justice and connect people a little bit more emotionally. And through these conversations, can feel a little overwhelming, just normal conversations, but she often just deals with it with using her music, and she has a voice that everybody wants to hear, and she's helping a lot of other people. One communication strategy is, in this video that surprised me, was the use of feedback. It reminds me that communication doesn't just happen through conversations, but it can also happen through visual symbols and songs. One idea from this video that explores more in the role of protest and art and activism, it shows me how messages can inspire people to take action and pressure strong institutions. Finally, this video challenged my assumption that celebrities are very disconnected from activism, and Pink used her platform very well to center herself and amplify everybody else's voice for everyday fight and injustice. So in this video, she does a great job of fighting for the little person.